grade finger paint, finger paint.
Number supper.
7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1.
No!
And then another, and before you know it, all be in college hanging out with college girls while you're still in the 6th grade finger paint, finger paint.
Finger paint, finger paint.
7, 6,
I got this, man.
5, 4. Impressive.
Back to normal.
Impressive.
No. No.
Three reasons why Walmart is in trouble in 2014. I have a cousin that works at Walmart, and she lives in another state. She lives in a state that is in the north part of America. And she doesn't know if she's going to have a job, and she's known this for a while, that they could close their doors at any minute. Now here, Walmart does theirs, their things on the wall, like, all right, you can look, Walmart stores, EPS, diluted TTM. Now, it looks like they're making money, but actually they're not making money because they depend on the government for stuff. On December 18, a 3-judge panel in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 8th Circuit refused to grant Walmart a stay, which effectively opens the door for other lawsuits against the company to move forward. They have had millions and millions of lawsuits, okay? That is one of the big deals of why they're closing. The bulk of the complaints have come from a group of shareholders after a report from the New York Times revealed evidence that Walmart, Mexico executives paid $24 million in bribery payments to exchange for Walmart's share in Mexico. The lawsuits allege that a breach of management in their financial duty, and the investigation itself has expanded into China, Brazil, and India. This is why Walmart's, I'm going to leave this. You can find out why Walmart's are closing. I'm going to leave 1,000 links here on why Walmart's are closing, and they're getting like, what, a 5-hour notice. They can draw unemployment. I say finally, because I don't shop there, but I did go to one this past weekend because it was the only place we could find that had a bathroom before we hit Mount St. Helens. And when we went in there, the store was like a dead zone. There was people waiting at the cash registers to check people out. This was on a Sunday. No one was in there to buy anything, okay? It was a dead zone. I remember when the Walmart down the road from me, well, it's about 20 miles down the road, went on strike. The people stood with the Walmart employees. No one went inside the store. There is a reason for that. These people work for slave wages. It's also the union. I'm going to go here. Where is it? There's these are all the lawsuits. I have lawsuits. They did give the people Walmart's pay hike. They did give to stop a union, by the way, $9 an hour. Walmart closing down market side test. I've got all kind. Walmart penalized for closing a store just after it unionized. These people have to clock out of work and still work, and they are also on every state's tab for their medical, and they get food stamps. Eventually the government is not doling them, well, this is what happened. The government's not doling them out money anymore. So Walmart had to either come up with their own money, which they got pockets full, and they're not doing it. And what's happening is they're closing down. It has nothing to do with Jade Helm. This has been an ongoing thing. They're just starting to close down. And when they close down, they close down. Some of them are saying it's plumbing problems. I've read in one place that it was electrical problems, and it's not even in the Jade Helm area. I will leave every link I have up here. But I want to say this. Thank goodness they're closing. I'm glad they're closing. I hope they never open up again. They are thinking about opening satellite stores, which will be little bitty stores, you know, you can go in, and they're going to try to promote organic food and stuff. I did read something about that. I'll leave the link. Could they be a FEMA camp? I don't know what a FEMA camp is. The only thing I know about FEMA camps is what's happening on the Tohono O'odham Nation. And that is on the border of Mexico and Arizona. And I know that is considered a FEMA camp by the Indians because these Indians have used that land right there. Their reservation goes into Mexico. All of a sudden, Border Patrol came up, put a fence there. Their children were in school on the side of the Mexican border, I believe. I could be wrong. Whichever way it went, these children are now stuck in one place and can't get back home to their parents. At one point, they were getting bangs on their doors and having to show their papers that they were Tohono O'odham Nations. There is towers up all around it. So I don't know if I can find that link. I'm sure I can. I have posted it many times. Now, I'm going to tell you how they do a real FEMA camp. And you can just be in your area and the military will just drop in and put stuff around you. And I'm going to leave some documentaries. You can see this happened in the First Nations in 1990. You don't need to be hauled off to a detention area. They can make your area the FEMA camp. That's what I think people don't think or reason or even look up stuff some of the times. Walmart's been in trouble for quite a while. People have not wanted it. They've closed down mom and pop stores. Some of them actually made their own things that was made in America. That's what we need to get back to. Mom and pop stores, let's start making our own stuff. Really good stuff here in America instead of buying crap from other countries. I think you'd agree with that, right? We're intelligent. We can think. We can reason. Let's do this. We can do this. I'm glad. Good riddance. And to those employees, draw your unemployment. It came out of your check. I know it did. Draw it, and let's all come together and find out a way to find a new system. We could. This might be the first great step and something wonderful happening with Walmart closing. That's my humble opinion. I have never shopped there. I stopped to use the bathroom there. And that was this Sunday. And hey, the restrooms were clean. I guess that was, and there was a lot of people using the restrooms there. All I'm saying is we can do it here in America. Forget this system they have. This system called government, as I say in every video, to govern is to control. Ment is the mind. We do not need to be under a mind control corporation that tells us what we can and cannot do. We need to start just doing what we know in our heart is right. Supporting one another, supporting mom and pop stores. I go shop at a mom and pop store, and it's a vegetable market, and all the local people around here bring their stuff in, like honey, anything they grow. And that's what you need to be eating, is stuff that is grown in your local area, because it's usually got the vitamins and stuff you need. I live in the Pacific Northwest. We have a, what do you call it, a vitamin D deficiency. I don't. Mushrooms take care of that. Just eat mushrooms. We have all kind of stuff up here that's full of vitamin D. Everywhere you live in your surroundings has what you need to provide you. And that's what we need to start doing. Farmers have always been looked as a lower class. I think everybody should be farmers or make things. What we have people that make wool socks here and naturally dye them. It's time we start opening stores and selling this stuff. And doing all kinds of things like that. Let us be the productive nation and support ourselves. The hell with those people in D.C. District of Columbia is not even a part of the United States. It's its own separate country. Why the hell do we listen to them? Another country telling us and these states what to do? Hello? Hello? Are you listening? Let Walmart fall. It has nothing to do with Jade Helm. It has been an ongoing dispute. I will leave the links. I'm also going to leave the links of what they do to cause, how they can make a FEMA camp right in your home. So I wouldn't be worried about that. I don't like the drills. I agree with everybody on the drills. The drills are BS. We've got choppers flying over us now again. It'll be an every night thing, and we're usually training with other countries. We find out after the fact. I can make as many phone calls as I want today, and I won't find out until after the fact that the other country's gone, unless someone sees someone at the store that is from another country that can barely speak English. And then we find out that way. Anyway, I'm going to leave some documentaries of FEMA camp being put in place. It is in First Nations. It happened in the 90s. So I would like you to just see how they can make a FEMA camp. It's a long documentary. It's very well worth your watch, because they do put the razor wire fencing up so no one can leave. But two journalists found their way underneath the, they didn't dig a tunnel or anything, under the razor wire and didn't get cut. And they'll even tell you in that documentary how they did that, which is pretty cool. So you can learn something in there. However, this hype about Walmart is just somebody's hype, and we need to quit promoting fear. That way we can come together. Really, seriously, we need to come together as human beings, instead of saying, look, this, that. Did anybody even bother to look what was been going on with Walmart? Did anyone? I'm just wondering. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Anyway, I love you all. Peace. Check out the links I'm going to leave you. Have a good day, and, leave your comments below.